You've been told your whole life that you're too sensitive, too emotional, too easily overwhelmed, too affected by things that other people seem to brush off. You tried to toughen up. You told yourself to stop overreacting. You felt embarrassed by how deeply you felt things that seemed to barely register for everyone else. But what if sensitivity isn't a character flaw that needs to be fixed? What if it's a neurological trait, a specific and well-documented difference in how your nervous system processes the world? Today we're going to look at the signs that you may have a highly sensitive nervous system. Not as a diagnosis. Not as a label. But as a mirror, one that might finally explain experiences you've carried your whole life. The scientific term is sensory processing sensitivity, first identified by psychologist Dr. Elaine Aron in the 1990s. Approximately 15 to 20% of the population carries this trait, a nervous system wired to process incoming information more thoroughly and at greater intensity than most. This isn't a disorder. It isn't anxiety, though it can coexist with it. It is a neurological difference. Brain imaging studies confirmed that highly sensitive individuals show greater activation in areas associated with awareness, empathy, and information integration. Their brains are not broken. They are running a different and more intensive version of the same software. Researchers have identified sensory processing sensitivity in over 100 species, from fish to birds to primates. The highly sensitive nervous system is not a mistake. It is a feature. One that comes with real costs and real gifts. Sign 1. You are easily overwhelmed by sensory input. Bright lights feel brighter to you. Loud environments don't just annoy you, they drain you. Strong smells, rough textures, scratchy clothing, busy crowds, any of these can push your nervous system past its comfortable threshold. Your nervous system is receiving and processing the same input as everyone else, it's simply doing so at a much deeper level of analysis. Sign 2. You need more time alone to recover after social interaction. Even if you enjoy people, time with others costs you more energy than it costs most. You leave a pleasant conversation feeling like you need to decompress. Like something has been used up. This is the result of a nervous system processing every micro-expression, every emotional undercurrent, every unspoken dynamic simultaneously. Sign 3. You process experiences very deeply before responding. You tend to think before you talk, sometimes at length. While others react immediately, you are still turning the experience over. Your brain is refusing to give a shallow answer to something it experiences as genuinely complex. Sign 4. You are deeply affected by other people's emotions. You walk into a room and immediately feel the emotional temperature. Someone is upset, you know before a single word is spoken. A stranger on a bus is quietly sad, and somehow you carry that sadness home with you. You don't just understand other people's emotions intellectually. You absorb them. You live them briefly as your own. This makes you an extraordinary listener and a deeply caring presence, and it also makes emotional boundaries genuinely difficult. Sign 5. You have a rich and complex inner life. Your inner world is detailed, layered, and constantly active. You think deeply about things others move past quickly. Music moves through you. Art, literature, and film don't just entertain you, they land somewhere real and stay there. Your nervous system is continuing to process experiences long after they've ended, extracting meaning that shallower processing would miss. Sign 6. You are highly conscientious and notice details others miss. You notice when something is slightly off in a room. You catch the subtle change in someone's tone before anyone else does. In environments that reward thoroughness, attention to detail, and depth of perception, this trait is a genuine competitive advantage. Sign 7. You are deeply affected by violence, cruelty, and injustice even when it doesn't involve you directly. News stories affect you more. Witnessing conflict even on screen, even fictional, leaves a residue. You feel the weight of things that happen to people you've never met in places you've never been. Your brain does not maintain the same distance from suffering that others do. It processes it more fully, more personally. And that costs something real. If several of those signs felt like a description of your life, this is something important to sit with. You were not too much. You were not broken. You were not overreacting. You were running a nervous system that was doing exactly what it was built to do. The exhaustion after social interaction is real. The overwhelm in loud environments is real. The way other people's pain lands in your own body is real. None of it was in your head. It was always in your nervous system. But so is everything else. The depth of your connections. The richness of your inner world. The way beauty genuinely moves you. The things you notice that no one else does. The care you bring to people and situations that others move through without looking. A highly sensitive nervous system is not a condition to be managed. It is a way of being in the world that requires understanding. First from yourself. Then from the people around you. The first step is simply knowing what it is. Having the words for it. Recognizing that what you carry is not a flaw that everyone else somehow escaped. It is a trait. And now you have the mirror for it. If this described you, leave a comment telling us which sign hit closest to home. Share it with someone in your life who has always been told they're too sensitive. They may need to hear this more than you know. I'm Psych Mirror. Subscribe so you don't miss the next time we hold up a mirror to the parts of the mind most people never examine. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you next time.